Why is Daniel Craig a great Bond? Well, former 007 Pierce Brosnan tells us in today's Entertainment City. But first, Barry Manilow gets personal. Barry Manilow is opening up about coming out and finding love for the very first time. You may recall 2 years ago it came to light that Manilow had secretly married his longtime manager, Gary Keith, in 2014, after being with him for nearly 40 years. But only now is Manilow publicly addressing his sexual orientation. The 73-year-old music legend tells People magazine the reason he kept it secret for decades was a fear of, quote, disappointing his fans. But the reaction to his revealing interview has been overwhelmingly positive. Manilow tweeted a thank you to his fans for their support. Well, that was a short run. Less than 24 hours after unveiling its new ad starring Kendall Jenner, Pepsi pulled the commercial. The company released a statement apologizing as they acknowledged they, quote, clearly missed the mark with the spot, which they say was intended to project a global message of unity, peace, and understanding. Instead, the ad was widely mocked and criticized for trivializing protests and being tone deaf. Pepsi also apologized to Jenner for, quote, putting her in this position. The Kardashian clan member hasn't publicly responded to the scandal yet. Pierce Brosnan says rumors he's been cast as Deadpool's pal Cable in the Merc with the Mouth sequel are just that, rumors. He says it's an unfabricated fan theory sparked by this photo of the Irish actor alongside Deadpool actor Ryan Reynolds and the newly retired Wolverine Hugh Jackman. But while he isn't taking on the fan favorite role, Brosnan is discussing an iconic role he used to play.
My friends call me James Bond.
The former 007 has thrown his support behind his James Bond successor Daniel Craig to continue on as the suave spy, as reports emerge that Craig is close to committing to another round.
He owns it, you know. He is his Bond. They're very hard films to make. They're really brutal, you know. You have to be tough as old boots to play in them.
Brosnan reflected on the life-changing role with our own Terry Hart.
How do you look back on those 10 years?
With a great sense of pride and achievement, to be part of a legacy of filmmakers and actors and a franchise which is beloved and will go on for another 50 years, possibly.
By the way, Brosnan is starring in his first TV series in 30 years as the lead in the Western drama The Sun, which premieres this weekend on AMC.
This game will take you places. It will take you places that you've never been.
Toronto Raptors general manager Masai Ujiri goes from the basketball court to the big screen with Giants of Africa, a documentary that chronicles the work of Ujiri's program of the same name, which uses basketball to educate and inspire underprivileged African youth. It all started in Ujiri's home country, Nigeria. Terry spoke with him about how his passion project is changing lives.
When you're a scout, you know, and you're trying to impress your bosses and you want to bring the next best player. As I started helping more kids to come to the States and go to college, and I started thinking about the back end. Like, what about those kids that don't make it? What happens to them? How can I get them to start thinking about things outside of basketball, that life skill stuff that they have to think about, whether it's being honest, whether it's respect for women, which is really important for us. All those things will help grow a man. It will help build a man.
Amen. Giants of Africa hits select theaters tomorrow.